I do not promote the use of drugs, either legal or illegal. This video has been made for harm reduction purposes, to act as a safety guide for those who would be embarking on this journey regardless of my influence. Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome to BrandNewLogic, and today I want to teach you about DMT and the proper way to experience it. DMT is a naturally occurring chemical that is found inside every living organism, and it is one of the most potent psychedelics known to mankind. DMT is widely regarded as the most intense psychedelic experience attainable through the use of drugs. The experience lasts 5 to 10 minutes, with an average dose being 25 through 50 milligrams. It is often nicknamed the businessman's trip, because if you wanted to, you could go to your car on your lunch break, experience a DMT trip, and then come back to work feeling sober. Because it is found inside every living organism, technically you can extract DMT from anything. But some things have more DMT than others, which is why the Mimosa Hostilis, whose root bark contains a significant amount of DMT, is the most commonly used source for it. DMT is considered a drug, but I don't think it belongs in that category. DMT is an endogenous chemical, meaning your body produces it naturally. This means your body knows exactly what to do with it and how to process it. The way DMT works is when you inhale DMT smoke, the DMT molecule gets absorbed into the vein capillaries inside your lungs. From there, it is carried up to your brain. At the center of your brain, you have a region called the pineal gland, or pineal gland. It is often referred to as your third eye or your psychic antenna. Inside of your pineal gland, you have DMT receptors. The DMT molecule connects to those receptors, which causes you to experience the trip. After a few minutes, your liver begins producing enzymes designed to break down the DMT molecule. This is what causes your DMT trip to end. After your trip is done, it is important to note that you have a 1 hour long tolerance. This means you cannot use DMT for 1 hour. If you did, it would be a waste and you'd only feel a fraction of the desired effect. The reason why you have this 1 hour long tolerance is because the enzymes designed to break down the DMT molecule are still up there in your pineal gland. So if you send DMT molecules up there, they would get broken down before they could even have a chance to attach to a receptor. This is why you must wait 1 hour for those enzymes to flush out of your system, allowing your pineal gland to receive DMT. Due to the way your body processes DMT, the potential risk of harm is very minimal. Each person's body is different and can have unique reactions to things, so as for any substance, the potential for harm is always there. But generally speaking, in a healthy individual, DMT does not have any harmful effects. The only caution is to not panic and to not forget to breathe. If you catch yourself panicking during a trip, just focus on your breath and be assured that you'll be back to normal very shortly. Now, if you were to do DMT, it is very important that you take all the proper precautions to ensure that you have a positive experience. First, you must prepare your bowl. You will need to pack the bowl with an herb of your choice. Then you must sprinkle DMT on top of that herb. You then must light a lighter and put the flame right next to the bowl. The heat from the flame should begin melting the DMT crystals into liquid form. After you let the liquid DMT soak into the herb underneath, your bowl is ready. Remember, you don't want to be smoking DMT on top of the herb, you want to be smoking DMT-soaked herb. Next step is your environment. While in DMT, it is important that you don't experience other distractions that would pull your attention back to the physical world. So if you're going to be tripping with other people around you, they must remain silent for the duration of the trip. First, find a comfortable place to lay down. Make sure you have a cup of water next to you in case you get thirsty. Next, prepare a playlist of 3 to 5 songs, roughly the duration of a trip. And if you're having trouble picking out the right songs, I put a link to my DMT playlist in the description of this video. Now that you are ready to begin, I would suggest taking a small hit first in order to get familiar with the feeling. Your second hit should be a bigger one, and you need to make sure you hold it in. If you are capable of taking more hits, you may do so, but usually at this point, the body high is too overwhelming to continue. The body high will hit you suddenly and all at once, and it will hit you in about 5 seconds after taking your first hit. You will get an overwhelming feeling of intense pleasure, and it will feel warm and comforting. The visuals will range from intricate geometric designs to actual places and landscapes. You may even make contact with an entity and possibly get some answers or advice. Of course, this doesn't even begin to get close to describing the insane and impossible things you see on DMT. I've seen mushroom and acid visuals depicted in movies and cartoons, and some of them actually do a pretty good job at showing you what someone's visuals would be like. But no cartoon or movie will ever be able to capture the magnificence of what you actually get to see on DMT. Even for an experienced psychedelic user, after the first time you try DMT, it will blow your mind knowing that your brain is capable of experiencing such things. It will feel like discovering magic. Many people experience breakthroughs and philosophical epiphanies during the trip. Many get answers to questions and are able to process repressed traumas. And some just have a really good time. Either way, there is something to have gained from having this experience. It is believed that the place your mind goes to during a DMT trip is very much a real place and not just your brain having a sensory overload. There are many reports from unconnected people from all over the world, describing similar accounts of their trip experience, the things they saw, and the beings they have encountered. These shared experiences give theory to there being a psychedelic realm which you can explore. An organization called MAPS, which stands for Multidisciplinary Association for Psychedelic Studies, is currently doing research which aims to explore and map out the psychedelic landscape. In 2 books, DMT the Spirit Molecule and the more recent Inner Paths to Outer Space, psychiatrist Rick Strassman states that both he and the volunteers in the DMT studies felt that the most intuitively satisfying explanation for these experiences was that DMT somehow allows a person to perceive genuine parallel realities inhabited by independently existing intelligent beings. I hope this has been useful and provides you with some insight into the world of DMT. If you ever find yourself in a situation where you are presented with DMT, know that you are armed with the best information necessary for you to have the most optimal experience. And if you ever come across a friend who is interested in exploring the DMT realm, make sure that they are armed with the same information also. If you have any suggestions about other good songs for DMT, please leave a comment below. My name is Vlad, thanks for tuning in to BrandNewLogic, and remember, stay curious and never stop learning.